Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best full-frame mirrorless camera.
Starting at number 5.
Sony Alpha 7C2. While full-frame cameras aren't known for their portability, compact full-frame models like the Sony Alpha 7C2 prove that you don't need to give up portability to get full-frame image quality. With one of the most compact full-frame bodies on the market, the Alpha 7C2 is a great choice for high-quality travel photography and street photos. It borrows its 33MP sensor from the Sony Alpha 7R, meaning images are incredibly detailed, and you have a lot of leeway to crop. Of course, there are some trade-offs with a more portable camera, most notably its small viewfinder, which isn't especially comfortable to shoot with. It also has just a single SD card slot. But if you're looking for full-frame image quality in a camera body that's super easy to take on the go, it doesn't get much better than the Alpha 7C2. Of course, if you're on a tighter budget, the original Sony Alpha 7C is a great deal, though its internal video recording specs aren't as advanced as its successors. However, if you're primarily a photographer, it's right up there and has an even more efficient battery life.
Coming at number 4.
Canon EOS RP Full. Budget is a relative term here, as the Canon EOS RP will still cost you a fair amount. Still, as far as full-frame cameras go, there isn't a more affordable option than this unless you buy a camera secondhand, which may be the best route if you're trying to save money. With a decent full-frame sensor packed into a highly portable body, the RP has much to offer, from its impressive autofocus system to its excellent ergonomics and intuitive controls. While it's clear Canon skimped on things like build quality and burst rate compared to pricier models, full-frame image quality has never been more accessible. Like the Nikon Z5, it isn't the best option for video shooters, with an even worse 1.74x crop and less impressive video quality, and it doesn't have IBIS to help reduce camera shake. If you like the portability of the RP but want better video capabilities, the newer Canon EOS R8 takes the portable body of the RP and marries it with the Canon EOS R6 Mark II sensor. Just know that it's notably pricier. If your main focus is photography, the RP offers lots of value, simplicity, and portability for those who want to upgrade from APS-C or jump straight into full-frame photography without breaking the bank.
At number 3.
Nikon Z5R. The entry-level Nikon Z5 is a fantastic deal for those dipping their toe into full-frame for the first time. It sits below the higher-end Nikon Z6 in Nikon's mirrorless lineup and shares a lot of features with that model. The cameras look and feel similar, with weather-sealed bodies, excellent ergonomics, high-res viewfinders, tilting screens, and in-body image stabilization. However, one of its few drawbacks is a very slow max burst rate, a measly 5 frames per second. Still, if you don't need very quick burst shooting, the Z5 is an excellent photography camera for its price. If you're a hybrid shooter or interested in video, be aware that the Z5 can only shoot 4K footage with a severe crop and offers fewer frame rate and recording options than a higher-end camera like the Panasonic Lumix S52. But if you can live without adequate 4K recording, it captures excellent image quality and has a great battery life. While some of these things might be deal breakers, this is still a relatively affordable full-frame camera with a lot to offer for photographers.
Number 2 of my list.
Panasonic Lumix S52. The Panasonic Lumix S52 is the best mid-range full-frame camera we've tested. It's a very solid hybrid camera, but it really shines because of its video features, especially at this price point. With internal 10-bit 4:2:2 recording and 4K at up to 60 frames per second, with an APS-C crop, along with nice touches for videographers like vector scope functionality, it's a very powerful option for videographers. Don't count it out for photography either, though. With fantastic dynamic range and great noise handling, its sensor can capture phenomenal images. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the fastest burst rate, which is important if you rely on burst shooting a lot, but Panasonic did improve one of the biggest drawbacks of the original Panasonic Lumix S5. The S52 is the first Lumix camera to feature a phase detection autofocus system. While it still doesn't quite match up to competitors like Sony or Canon in implementation, it's a step in the right direction and rounds out a camera that offers a lot of value for its price. However, if you're not as fussed about AF, the OG S5 is still an excellent choice, especially for those on a tighter budget.
And number 1.
Sony Alpha 7IV. The Sony Alpha 7IV is the best full-frame mirrorless camera we've tested. Following up on the highly popular Sony Alpha 7 III, the Alpha 7 IV has a new higher resolution 33MP sensor that captures plenty of detail and gives you more leeway to crop and edit your photos. It's a fantastic hybrid camera, too, with 4K video recording at up to 60 frames per second, albeit with an APS-C crop, along with internal 10-bit 4:2:2 recording and in-body image stabilization (IBIS) for steadier handheld shots, not to mention one of the most accurate autofocus systems on the market. At this price point, the Canon EOS R6 Mark II is also worth considering, particularly if you prefer Canon's ergonomics. The R6 II also has the advantage of shooting 4K 60 frames per second video without a crop and has a quicker max burst rate. That said, the plethora of lens options available for Sony's E-mount, including more affordable third-party options, gives it a slight edge over the R6 II.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.